I am kind of short on ops. Oh my god. Kind of short on ops. Like I've got Marshall Plan, T-stall, a 2 and 3-1. And I find a fourth influence for D-stall. Oh, Finland. Sure. If I spend a turn trying to get presence in the Middle East, he can just do the same. Although I'd rather take the last coup thing than him. It's going to be either with a 1 or I have to give up Marshall Plan. I mean, he's already taken Europe. What would I do with a 4? Coup Panama. Lots of things competing for my attention. You got a 4? You did. You got a 6. So yeah, I could do something. If I was willing to just give up Europe, I could like take South Korea. Still should have de Gaulle, Suez Canal. No, I can socialist governments or Suez and try and push in France. I have all these vulnerabilities to coups around the map. We did see Truman go away, which I was expecting. Well, I suppose we're... So if I just get rid of Asia scoring, I can take South Korea with one of these threes. I don't even know what, maybe this, I held on to Marshall Plan. The situation is the same, except I don't really have access. If I could like take 2 non-battlegrounds with it, it'd probably be okay. If I take South Korea, he's basically got to take India, which there's no real way for me to stop him. Well, no, that's 2, and he has a 3rd, but he still has... Okay, so he would have to take India and 1 more. Like probably the Philippines. So if he had like a 3, it would just be like a back and forth. He does know my whole hand, so there's nothing sneaky about it. And he saw my hand, so I wasn't really expecting to get ahead. I just didn't want to let Korea get away from me. Well, these points are adding up. I guess that one goes in my direction. Great. Oh, yeah. I mean, Asy's got to be hanging out somewhere, right? Kind of out of targets. I could gun for Lebanon and try and run away with 3 points. It's more of a die roll than anything. I don't have any good cards. He's probably, I don't know, he's got containment. So we might see that. IPOR has an okay chance of success. It would make a big difference. No, what was it, 6? I'll probably just shoot South Africa because it's the only legal target. Oh, this just got a lot shittier. It's nice though. Yeah, I thought about going after Lebanon. Red Scare with all these twos. What an unfortunate. Similarly, does not seem like I'm going to be filling in. I mean, he's going to play Nasser at some point. Is he going to do anything else? Oh, and he goes into Israel. Well, cut this off, I guess. And we haven't seen Nasser yet. He's got it in his hand. So I think I know all of his cards now. Nasser, Comic-Con, NATO, and Containment. If I play Special Relationship, I guess he's probably gonna... Oh, and this is all under Red Scare. Really? I feel like... He's holding Nasser, not likely to, basically, he's got the 2 on there already, trying to evaluate if access through Israel is any use to me right now, or if I want to go into like Tunisia. This also gives him a non-battleground, but it's not as bad as the Saharan States one, which would also give him something useful. If I go into Tunisia, he's gonna get to choose between whether he wants to just take Libya or if he wants to coup me and get the 2 points. I guess it's going to be Nasser, isn't it? I do, having decided I don't think he wants to play Containment. On turn 3 AR 6, 7, 6, turn 3 AR 6. So I think he's going to play Nasser, which isn't the best shot at the coup, and it only gives him 1 point instead of 2. Okay, we'll do Tunisia. I have the China card, and he has no access to Thailand. Yeah, Nasser is, but I thought he was going to put the 1 back in Egypt, but no, he puts it in Libya. Lone gunman, this is a good headline. South African unrest seems pretty great here. It's gonna be South African unrest. Lone gunman is a great headline, but it can just be an instant win later. Oh yeah, I should have looked. He had containment and Nasser. I mean, I wouldn't have changed what I did, but I did actually have information. And we want to do something. I have a couple of fours I can pick from. Giving him Japan sooner or later, I don't think matters much, but we'll use flower power. And we'll coup Libya, which is not doomed to return to him with Sadat. That could have been better, especially with containment. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could lock all that up with a 4 or a 3. Well, he jumped for that domination. I can coup Saharan states. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take South Africa. I only have Sudan as far as ones. If I was going to try and catch up on count, it would be very difficult. We're talking about 3, 1, 2, really just 3, 2, 3, 4. But I do need a 4 if I want to catch up here. If I do it this way, it's risky for him to just finish taking South Africa. I'm not red scared. He's containmented. Well, that's crap. 6. You think he's actually holding Sadat? I know he's out there, but it's a long time now. It could be in his hand right now. Cuban Missile Crisis is probably never going to be too useful. For me, USSR, I do have Turkey, but West Germany is pretty okay. Although, if I use it for ops now and toss it back into the deck, it could come out against me. Well, that's a couple of 4s. Southeast Asia scoring is points for me. This is the real line that failed horribly. But yeah, except for Southeast Asia scoring, all of the scoring cards do not favor me. I haven't seen OPEC, but it's not in my hand. I would prefer, I mean, yeah, Muslim revolution gets me Egypt kind of, except Sadat is still hanging out. That the Middle East has already scored. But I'm not going to complain. We got threes and fours, and Muslim revolution isn't bad. It's just I think maybe better as a four right now. I'm not sure. We're kind of on the edge of this edging it completely out, which is a nice bonus 3 points. Haven't seen grain sales yet or duck and cover. I guess I'm thinking I might not get my coup. Colonial regards is gone. Abraham Treaty is out, which gives me some pause over just dumping Southeast Asia scoring right now. It would be a pretty big swing if you got to pop Thailand. UN intervention is discarded if I wanted to. I think, yeah, maybe I'll do We Will Bury You. Ah, oh, come on. That would have been disgusting. What is going on? I got good ops here. I just pick up 3 points on his turn. I'm not facing a coup. Yeah, I got 2 free threes, and then whatever I count no red as, and then a 4. DEFCON is back at 2. There's brush war, but Thailand is completely surrounded. It seems like I should be able to realign South Africa, but I've been getting poor luck with those. Voice of America is definitely for space, which is too bad because I would also like NORAD to be for space, and they can't both be. I can hold one of them. Geez, I would like one more in Thailand. That's when did he get? He doesn't have NORAD yet. Yeah, I'll just these points. Well, that's too bad. Obviously, I like OPEC in this situation. Oh, that's positive. That's not. I know I want another guy here, but what do I have? I have kind of like these 7 ops that are free, and then I've got these 3 cards to kind of work around over 4 rounds. I can space 1, hold 1, and so I have to pick 1 to play. Probably nuclear subs, probably AR-7. That seems like the least shitty pill. Although if I choose to go with NORAD, I get an extra op. He doesn't have Canada yet. The thing is, he's probably going to just undo it, right? That's usually what happens. Unless I pick something so useless. But, oh no, there's a battleground that's not overprotected. The USA uses 2 of the 3 influence from socialist governments to replace the ones that got taken off in West Germany. But then I used Cuban Missile Crisis and finally had success in realigning away South Africa. I'm probably going to play the 3 and a 4. Actually, I guess I can do 2 Europes and then come back to Africa. Well, this wasn't my agenda. There's Sadat, who I've just been leaving Egypt pregnant over here. John Paul's not great. He got rid of lone gunmen with UN. Well, I don't know. I'm not too worried about Kennedy right now. Africa scoring, Europe scoring. Those are neutral. Liberation theology would have been nice, but he probably has it, or it's coming soon. Brush for ABM treaty, missile envy with my nuclear test ban. I'm not going to headline it, so. And grain sales. Yeah, I think I probably should have flipped Guatemala instead of Nicaragua. Because I think, well, now I can coup something, right? I could do Latin American death squads and coup Mexico and maybe get that domination. But probably not if he's still hanging out in Guatemala. I suppose we'll probably coup one of these African countries. Headline is not exciting. I mean, yeah, maybe just dump Central America scoring. I don't see anything big I'm going to do there. He does get to see this go out. So yeah, I don't want to drop that scoring into like ABM treaty or brush war. Okay. That's basically the worst possible result, isn't it? I probably don't need to let him get away with domination here. Here's my Latin American death squads. Good. There's still ABM treaty and arms race. Arms race. But I have 3. No, that's him. I'm the one who's ahead. Okay, fine. Then I'm just going to dump that. Is that in response to my 1? I don't know. No red has been activated. Quagmire's hanging out somewhere. Hopefully not in his hand. Oh, we're back here. This is just what I did in the last game. He gets rid of Allende and Quagmire, which was my Quagmire, my no red. Hopefully it comes back next turn. How much do I know about his hand? Nothing. Except that he threw out Allende, Quagmire, and got 2 replacements, such as ABM and Usuri River. Ah. And if I recall, I'm basically out of, he's really signaling that he's got Europe scoring, and I'm out of bullets. I, in fact, have problems left instead of solutions. I mean, I suppose I could ping something with nuclear subs. And we've still got 2 ARs left. So even such a thing leaves him a chance to restore it and still score. But if he just dumps a 1 on there, I mean, I'm not too worried about the subs, I guess, since I think he's going to have to fix it in a score. But unless he has like lone gunman or something left, I mean, I don't know. Oh, he just Kennedy'd. Yeah, I don't know how that worked out for me. Yeah, I've been expecting that. I was 1 up short. Or a couple up. Yeah, 1 up. I needed something to ding him with 1 more time. ABM treaty or lone gunman. Lone gunman is never going to get into his hand now. No lone gunman. Because I have that. Oh, and I've left Thailand wide open, so I can decall or ABM to address that, or even lone gunman. Lone gunman seems a little more useful, well, in his hand, but also on turn 8 when I don't know 7 of his cards already. I mean, he has no scoring cards. I have the only scoring card. Again, Kitchen Debates Public. He does have 2 other cards that I'm not privy to. What's his alliance? He's got 3 points for alliance. I suspect he'll do that. Will it want to do it eventually? Does he need to headline it? I don't know. 5-year plan is, of course, it would be unfortunate if I held on to ABM treaty. You've got to be kidding me. Well, I'm going to coup 1 of these. Oh, how does he get ABM? And wait, now I'm down to, I've got grain sales and duck and cover. I might not coup. I might have to play duck and cover. I can space 1. I don't get to hold 1. This is the I'll do 2 dots, just like him. I'm short a card now. I don't have China. I have 2 suicide cards. I can play duck and cover AR1 and get away with it. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. Which one of these do I want to steal? How can this not be domination? 2 battlegrounds to 2 battlegrounds. I guess, yeah, I'm starting with basically nothing. So whatever. Thailand's more, I don't know if I was ever going to actually square. Well, with my coup and ABM, it sort of looked like I might ABM and decall and not thinking I was going to have to forego my coup. Kelly, you're not helping anything. Plus 3 points. That's not nothing. And plus, I have lone gunman. He's supposed to have it. All these same problems are supposed to exist for him. I have to play Lone Gunman now, and I might as well play it for the event. To see whatever few cards I don't know. I think I know them all. I guess Colonial Rearguard was a secret. I think, yeah, he used his no red here. So probably it was just 2-2. Doesn't matter. That's the past. He has salt. Didn't he already have? I've seen so much salt. And Arman and Tehran. And then the rest of this is stuff I know. Except I have 8 cards in his hand. Taiwan is actually relevant as he sits there with the China card on turn 7. However, it's not like I have 4 influence to dump into Taiwan. At this point, we need to get rid of that. Shit. That would have been 3 points. This is still the... That stinks. Oh, but I've got his hand up here, so I should have seen that coming. That doesn't make it stink less. That's just like, oh, my own fault. But I haven't pulled this up in a while. And so, well, yeah, IP war is kind of for me. And it would have been my military ops. I don't know, what did I, well, we wanted to get Africa out. This space roll had failed. Everybody's moving as I sit here and try and catch up. Four ugly points. I mean, I don't have a lot of choices left, so I shouldn't be surprised by anything. But I kind of wish he didn't have salt. We're probably looking at DEFCON 5 next turn, and he's gonna, well, he can't grab Red Scare. ABM treaty's out. He's gonna grab himself an ABM treaty. Hopefully I can catch this IP war. No flour. No, I'm USSR. But yeah, this would be a big change. Didn't catch it. He just uses this for influence. I get a bunch of scoring cards. They look like in Central America I might be glad to get rid of. Like -1. Asia is a -1 too. I rolled for India, but I mean I only had 1 and 3. It would have been great to get. Taiwan is at risk. According to my counter, he has liberation theology in his hand. I think missile envy right now is, well, there's no, we will bury you out there. So it's an option. Brush war is great. It's not necessarily a headline. And like either of these, I would love to maybe drop Asia before Taiwan comes into play against me. Yeah, Lone Gunman is removed. I don't see any paths to victory here, actually. I'm already behind 11. The board is all neutral or towards him. Okay, it's out there somewhere. Missile envy is safe. These are protected by 2, 1, and 0. I think I'm just going to do missile envy. I mean, it's hardly ever right to boycott unless it's just to win the game. Well, that's a good pull. Where to go with it, though? Maybe Mexico, maybe Argentina. Mexico, I've got supporting. Well, wait, yeah, Mexico. I've got adjacency. Argentina, I have to hit it, or but I got a 50-50 chance, and it's the tipping point there. Lily wants to say hi, but Mexico is also a tipping point. That's 3 points. Mexico is also adjacency, though. But this is like 2 points. I think it just works out the same because this is like 2 points for domination thing. Here I've already got the domination set up. Here I still need to fill something in for it. 6. That's good. That's close enough. Oh yeah, and I've got that squaring card. That would have been a thing to notice. And it's my action round. I might drop it just right now. What else am I going to do? It's no longer DEFCON anything. These can only go badly. Like if he manages to fill in Taiwan, I lose points. Brush war. That's not a very good candidate. 2 neighbors. I don't know what is a good candidate at this point. Probably like Argentina is as good as it's gonna get. Do we put off the brush war, or I mean, I don't think my target's gonna get better or worse. It's gonna be like Argentina or Egypt, either of which are tipping points. I guess OPIC is out somewhere. I can't remember which card it is. North Sea Oil, I think it's this one. Right, so I got a whole bunch of good 3s and a 4. I can actually just kind of, well, and I want something for space. That might be my space roll, and that might be right now. That's not threatening. That's my big 4. Now what? I can use this to coup back, but then we're running out of ARs. Like I'm giving up either Reformer or Brush War this turn. This has already been scored. Reformer, I mean, I get a little play out of it, but this is not very dynamic right now. It's sort of a race for these 4s, which this will give me a good head start on it, but I just can't roll. I got a 2 last time. 2, 1. I saw like a turn 9 headline email, so I'm glad he doesn't get war games unless some Middle East OPEC miracle happens. It is not going to be relevant to me, which is too bad because there are just like not visible winning paths in this game. But the brush war was good. And what did he do with shuttle? Oh, he did it for ops. OPEC is in the deck, but it's not in my hand. According to my tracker, he's got Liberation Theology, but is apparently not racing to play it. But I do want, when there's not any ways to win, and you spot one, I'd like to keep it open. But no, I would have to get like 12 points for. I need to be careful with these. I don't know what is so hard about this for my CPU to keep up with, but we start dropping frames. And in the other game, that led to me playing CIA on myself, but okay, that's that. I'm going to dump out Yunta here. Oops. Alright, now he can't reach Poland. Do we put him back evenly, or what happens? He puts one in here, and then he can. Well, shoot. Oh, we only put one there. Do I mind giving him a point while I've got war games? Star Wars are still out. He can get, that's turn 9. It seems very unlikely. You'd have to hit a space roll this turn, hit a space roll next turn, draw Star Wars. One small step, like what? I'm looking at, this is actually a pretty good card. Fidel, I'm definitely going to event. Terrorism is left. The thing is that waiting for like war games in turn 10 when I'm behind in final scoring. So what? No, we could event this now. What's left? 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. One of these is Fidel. I'm gonna play this 4. Is it hold space? Play these 2. This one's. And then what? Yeah, like tomorrow. It's next turn is turn 10 anyway. I don't see the. And a good 6. I think we're established there. Oh. Ames is great, although he has the China card. I've got this. I assume he just let me double. He's not going to discard. There's no tricking him into it, which would be good. The thing I'm curious about is defectors. There it is. So I can just play Ames. Yeah, it's turn 10. Am I going to use it in a future turn? No. It's now or never. It's too bad he has the China card. I don't think I can stick him with Lone Gunman. And we get OPEC. That is several points. Like, I don't know, maybe this is within range. I haven't done the math. I thought I was rather hopeless. Anyway, well, I'm ahead in space. He can't possibly. He has to do this at the same time as me. The old wall. I think he gets to go first. Is there big risks here? He's realigning. No, he could. He has Voice of America. And Solidarity. I have two big scoring cards that I would hate to see get terrorists. But it might be a gamble. I mean, Voice of America is always like a turn 10 AR7. We don't want that. I wish you didn't have terrorism. That seems like the big lone voice is a really good. I feel like basically mandated to choose that. But yeah, there's not a lot of ops here. So even with Solidarity, I've got A4. He's got the China card. I will get to play first, although if I leave terrorism, I'm going to be in a real hurry to like start tossing out scoring my points, getting my points on the board. But I can't get my points on the board and then lose all of Europe. But what is he going to do? I've got 1-4 and a 3 that I want to score. So I've basically got 1-4, but that's okay in the sense that I don't have anything else I'm really begging to do with it. And yeah, I think I'm going to pitch Voice of America and just start trying to get my scoring cards out in order of how many points they are. I discard this. I will play the scoring cards first. This one seems a little more fragile. Okay, I think this is good to go. Oh, you didn't even go for Poland. You didn't go for Poland, which means I'll just dump this guy. Where everything stands. I got my points out. Right now he wins because of the China card. Pop this up here. This is what I'm looking at. Pershing gives me a point. Every point matters right now. Do I have space points on the line? Oh, I've got a bunch of them. 4 big points. If I want to, I would have to huck my only 4 at it. But that might be better than anything else I have to do. Even Summit. And if I get to the end, I don't have the points, I can pop out Summit into space. He gets 1 point for his next space roll. If I put Flower Power into space and hit the roll, that could be decisive. But there's so many things right now that could be decisive because it's like 1 point. This could hit and give me 2 points. It also will give me military ops that he has to figure out how to catch up with. Okay, I can salvage up. Every point. So I think I I attack either Chile or Algeria. This knocks up 3 points. With this swing control, it would not, well, if I flip it, and I've got 3 there, this would swing control of Africa, which is massive, massive, but it depends on the dice. We can try something similar in Central America, but that's just going from no domination to my domination plus the adjacency point. But this would go all the way from his 4 points to something like my 4 points, as big as anything to do with it. That went poorly, so I think we switch. Damn it. This is if we hit, and we're down to just 1 roll now, but I think that would be 2 points for domination, 2 points, but yeah, that's like 5 points. That's a good swing. That one was closer, but he just puts them back. Well, that's not a point, and sure, he just sticks that back, leaving him with 2 1s and a 2. This has not changed. I nudged it and he nudged it back. So there are lots of dice rolls now. I hate this game so much. I think that might be good enough, but wow, that is not a 1 that I wanted. 1, 1, 1, and then he didn't do great either. But if he uses the 1 just to take Zimbabwe, well then I can flip it back with 3 and put the 1 in Uruguay. This, well, okay. So this was key. He would need 2 in Africa. I think the last one's going to go up here somewhere. 2 in Africa. And here he needs, I mean, I guess there's the 1 point for Argentina. And this is 1 point away. The, like, Saharan states, and take 1 here. And that would give him 4. That would give him 5. He spends 3 here. He has 1, which is like not